joining us. We have had a number of weather delays. We are the Bear Bowl will take place on the competition field. Those gold medal matches. We got the first of our gold medal matches here with the compound women, Tanja Gellenthien and Sachiko Keane, just stepping to the middle. What is the key to just maintaining focus when you're away from the field?
I mean, it's tough, but the most you can do is just remember what you were doing and how that feeling was before, and just shoot your shot just like it was any other time, you know?
Tanja has got her husband Braden there and in the coach's box. They've had a phenomenal just last year. I mean, just away from archery, becoming parents, stepping back in. Have you had that kind of conversation with Tanja? Does it? Maybe we'll chat to her if she's a winner. We'll see. I don't want to obviously take sides. Sachiko is in fantastic form, but be intrigued as to how similar to Alexis with that career. And I think we heard from her, Alexis, earlier, getting that balance between career and still this high level of archery. For Tanja now as a mother and still finding time for archery, which needs the time.
Yes. I mean, part of it, she has that mental side down, and that's the hardest part. You know, you can lose the strength if you have to, but that mental part, that's the hard part to work up and maintain. So because she already has that in her back pocket, she can pick up any bow at any time and be able to dominate the field.
Just to let you know, we are, because of various problems that we've had, one of them being we are unable to bring you the score, but we are looking to try and fix that. So it's a 9 for Tanja and X, a Sachiko to get started, and it's an X for Tanja. So a solid start, strong start. Doesn't seem to me that the delay has caused any ill effect. 10, but X and a 10 to start for Sachiko.
Another rebel thunder though, that distance.
Tell us where it's coming from. Where's the direction we should be expecting to see the next weather?
That's a great question, and if I knew directions, give me a compass and I'll let you know. But normally, because we're over on the east side of the country, it comes up through Illinois and Indiana. So usually we get from that west wind coming up.
So maximum for Sachiko there, 30 to 29 by my reckoning. So strong start from both of these archers, not a great deal between them, just the 1 point at the end of that first end.
And 1 point, that sways very, very quickly. You know, it's, especially in what is perfect conditions, it's almost, you have no reason not to be perfect. And so there's a little bit of extra pressure that, you know, both parties are feeling to maintain that level of excellence in these conditions of while it stays this.
Where is your club? Because you obviously the host club.
Yeah.
Where is your club?
So we're in Johnstown. So we're like 30 minutes away. I'm personally from Toledo, so I'm about 2.5 hours north. Right. But yeah, the club is about 30 minutes away. And so it's similar conditions. We obviously don't have a huge soccer field that we're shooting on. So the wind can be very different and a lot of times very shifty. But overall, like, we're used to the humidity, obviously the heat, the rain. That's all just in a day's work for us.
Well, and you say that it's a little bit different from the other USATs. Obviously, sure. Arizona, that's a venue where I imagine the locals would use.
Yes.
Same with Gator Cup, same with SoCal. This isn't a venue that you use as part of your club. So the suggestion that, you've got an advantage, you know, this is where you're from. This is kind of once a year for you guys as well.
Yes, this is, we completely come out here. We started, I wasn't even out here yet. They started Monday morning to line the fields, and I came out and we all got a big crew, start setting up all the bales, do the stands and all the the visual stuff that you're seeing. And we, you know, slowly throughout the week we build up this huge tournament, and today's a big day where we get all down.
Yeah, and Chris and the team do a phenomenal job. So Sachiko with that 1 point lead, 30 to 29 as we start end number 2.
Right. Yep.
That's a great shot for Tanja.
On that one straight down the middle.
Yep.
Bit along the hole.
Yeah. You can tell the nerves are settling in a little bit. But still a great shot, so a 10.
Down to 5 seconds.
I have seen Sachiko. We shot trials together for the world team just a few weeks ago over at SoCal when we had that extra day, that Monday, and we were doing round robins. And let me tell you, there was some wind, there was some crazy stuff going on, Sachi, I swear, held for 20 seconds on an arrow and still managed to hit it 10. My mind was blown.
Wow.
I said, Sachi, how are you doing that? She just responded, I have no clue.
Because talk to us through that process, because you are focusing through the bow. So how much of that peripheral vision is aware of the clock?
Well, especially in this situation, we're very much aware, and we're trying to keep that same shot time that we would normally have. But sometimes you have that slightly longer hold, and then the anxiety of, okay, I do only have that 20 seconds can sometimes just be enough to make you tense up rather than keep the shot go. But overall, both these girls have plenty of experience with this clock, and that probably is very minimal effect for them. But it still can sometimes mess a little bit with that mental focus.
I think that when she was out about 7 seconds for that. So not a huge difference, 7 to 5, but that 1 point difference, as you said, has disappeared. 59 points apiece, with Tanja getting 30, including a couple of X's there, and Sashi getting 29. If you are just joining us, we are a little late from our scheduled start, which was due to be 2 o'clock Eastern time. Then we saw the weather arriving sooner than we'd anticipated, and it was set to be rather unpleasant. So we were looking to start it even earlier in the day, and then the storms came through quicker than we'd originally anticipated again. So we got pushed back to a 2:30 start. And if you're wondering why there's no score box, as happens with weather and all of those great things, we sometimes get some gremlins in the work. So we'll do our best to keep you up with the score. It's 59-59 after 2 ends. And this, the first of the gold medal matches, the barebow matches, just because of the weather considerations. They are taking place on the competition field. We'll keep you up to date with how things are going on there. And in fact, I might just be able to give you a latest score on that one into the finals. I know Diane Cochran and Cindy Zacco were competing in the women's. Diane is 2-0 up in that one after the first end. And for the men, Michael Weaver is 2 up on Adam Britton.
It's kind of like, the set points, those can also change a lot. Something can have a really great end and wipe the floor. And so I feel like the set points, while, 2-0 seems great, that can switch up just as easily as one of our cumulative scores.
Okay. Did you start in compound? Is that where you've always been?
Yeah.
No consideration to switch?
Nope, not at all. I shoot recurve for fun. Sometimes once a year we have a local tournament called the Dublin 900. And that one I usually like to pull out an old recurve and try my hand at it. I practice for 4 days beforehand and get some sight settings in full send. It's a lot. I guess it gives me appreciation what they do, and kind of gives me a different perspective on my own shot.
Do you ever go all the way down to barebow? Do you...
We don't talk.
No.
I'm kidding. No, I have shot a little bit of barebow, but only indoors. I have not tried to hit anything substantial yet. But some great ends for both the girls on that one.
Phenomenal. They are into the groove. And no conversation really between Sachiko and her coach in that corner, Braden and Tanja. What is there to say?
No notes. They're shooting really, really well. The wind you can see is starting to get a little woolly. Nothing to really worry about. I would never, even pause to consider that kind of wind. But we do see those dark clouds coming in, so I think we're going to start feeling that here in a second. But as of right now, while the conditions are perfect, take advantage, keep making those strong shots, and enjoy it.
Just to give you an update on the recurve competition as well, they're at the semi-final stages. Brady Ellison, number 1 seed, had taken the first set against Campbell Affleck, and Nicholas Diamore is 2-0 up on Jackson Mirage. So we'll keep you up to date on how things are going there. Then in the women, Casey Koffel, number 1 seed against Olivia Martin. Casey has taken that first one, so she's 2-0 to the good. And in fact, this is the top 4 seeds, 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. Jennifer Messina Fernandez against Gabby Sasayan. Jenny is 2-0 up on that one. So that's the way things are going. Compound senior men, They are at the semi-final stage as well. And Jimmy Lutz, if we have to scroll down, Jimmy Lutz, he's gone maximum 60 to, I'm not sure whether that's an anomaly.
Yes, I guess the last year they're quite low for Sawyer yet.
Okay.
Another 50. So, I mean, I think our bet's either 59 or 60 for Sawyer on that one. I don't think he's going to, do anything too crazy with the weather right now.
And then Stefan Hansen we've got a 1 point lead against Matthias Fullerton, the champion here 12 months ago for compound men. So still got that to go.
Real stop for Sachi there. Dead center X.
Okay.
Both these girls are steady as can be. Oh, Tanja right now just dropped 8. Just low right.
Well, that could be at this stage 4th end with the second arrow of that.
At 10 for Sachi. Unclear why that arrow went that way.
So there's a 2 point difference now.
Yeah, she looked real good. I didn't notice anything crazy in her shot. But her last arrow went on kind of the same area. Lucky this one hit at 9 though. But that automatically, that swings that match so far in Sachi's direction going into this 5th end.
Just nudged it out a little wide for a 9, but still 2 point advantage for Sachi going into the 5th and final end. And even that third arrow was a little wide, not quite as wide as the A, just hitting the 9. But as you say, do you see anything out of the...
I didn't see anything crazy. And honestly, as much as I'm sure that's frustrating for Tanja, Sachi being out there and seeing that, sometimes being that opponent, it's like, why did that happen? That's not normal. Obviously, we know how Tanja can shoot. We know that's abnormal, especially in these conditions. And so it kind of gives you a little bit like, okay, how did that happen to them? This can't happen to me too. So as much as it's like a little bit of relief, because if I hit the yellow, I'm, still point. It's still, why did that happen to them? And that could just as easily happen to me. Gotta kind of block those up.
And there's no good time to do it, obviously, but the 4th end, you've not got too much time to catch up.
Obviously, again, cumulative, anything could happen. But yeah, this is not the ideal time to be dropping that many points.
118 to 116. We've got the scoreboard back. There we go. Good stuff. And if the sun comes out, it's a happy day. So 2 points, the difference. But as you said, Tanja did that in the last end, and she just needs to keep going through. She's going to need maximum just to put pressure on.
For sure.
Sachiko, I imagine.
Yes. And she'll be shooting first, so she can... This is going to be a confident shot for her, because her last 2 shots went in a place where I know she probably does not feel it where they should have. And so come up here and having to start it out, you need that confidence of this is going to hit 10, and not have to question anything else the rest of the match.
Well, this will be a little bit of a pointer as to where her mind is, as to where this arrow lands.
Good. She's right back in the center.
There we go. And
and as much as Sachi has this advantage, you still have to stay on yourself and, to make best shots, because all of us know how easily this can fall. But she nails a 10.
Okay. 2 points still the difference in this final end. Sachiko Keane looking to go back-to-back gold medal at SoCal Showdown. This is the 4th and final.
Tanja, it looks like this gal with a 9.
So doors should have been opened a little wider for Sachiko.
She's just dead still. It looks like a last 9 though for her.
Okay.
That'll do it though right now. There's no need to stress about something like that. Yeah.
Final arrow for Tanja Gellenthien.
Good. She caught the bottom of the 10. It's good to end.
29 to finish. And to finish strong.
And a 10. And Sachi does it.
There we go. Back-to-back gold medals. Back-to-back USAT wins for Sachiko Keane.
Very exciting. Very exciting. I know she wasn't even sure she was going to go to all of the USATs this year, period. And so the fact that she came out to them and has dominated the last two is really cool to see.